Bye-bye!
Mga bata, palihog sa pamilya. Okay. Dali pa tamusunod sa atong classroom, palihog, pagsulod sa inyong
Footsteps.
footsteps. Very good. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so. Palihog, sulod. Alisa,
Dili pa gani.
Dili pa musod. Palihog.
Abi!
Hi, okay. Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, mali, masuk. Ako ay salamat ako. Bye!
Is it ready? Is that from here? You're ready to see that here? Very good, very good. Okay. Morning, class.
Good morning, Sir Mariane!
Okay, so please sit down and next chair. Okay, mga bata, before tayo sumunod sa klase, Kapin?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate.
Good morning, Inalin.
I'm sorry, I'm late. Can I come in?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, classmate.
What I call your names, you present, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Inalin?
Present, sir.
Rosemary?
Present, sir.
Inalin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come class. Okay, so before we start, so it's up the word of the day. The word of the day is love. Love is, means, feeling and sa Bisaya kay ugma. Okay, karon kung isa ka kag example, kung sabihin sa love, tagaan ko James. Sige ba nito, bye friends. Okay? Yes. Sige na. Okay, galing.
Parang kita ko kayo, kapag lang dito kapag.
Oh.
So, ako dito,
Okay. Rosemary.
ako kaya ang kaya kita sa family.
Okay, galing. Ano saan ka?
Love is life.
Oh, last time.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Ganahan mo na ito, mga bata? Okay, so pag-iwan ko. Nakatao? Yes. Daughter, bisan?
Dos!
Okay, so start.
Yes! Sorry, bisa dos! Bisa dos! Yes! Sorry, bisa dos! Bisa dos!
Okay, ito mga bata. Nasa kang kundi sa labaw. Parts na, body. Parts na body. So, hindi naman na.
Yes, teacher! Oh, Marty, sa bawas!
Oh, na. For example, ini. Saan nga sa parts ng lawa?
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
yes. Fingers. Ini yang sinabi ni. Okay, kapag sa tali niya, imutin. Okay, okay. Kuha, sitaw ka rin. Very good. Sabi na ba?
Yes, teacher!
Yung pasunod ko, papel, basta to, assignment. Yan, papel. Mula niya. Yung pasunod. Okay, asal yun, nagsabi tayo. Go, kapag, suka, pati, kan, level. Go, kapag, kapati, kan. Okay, so, ibasa ang umak. Unang lakas. Oh, 9, 10, good. Go, kapag. Goodbye, class. Okay, your things, the things. Okay, so, sa labas, kaso dapat, huli niya. Okay, huli tayo. Okay, huli niya, huli tayo. Okay, sorry, sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our topic for this afternoon is all about establishing my own classroom routines and procedures in a face-to-face or in a remote learning. So, it has been said that routines are the backbone of daily classroom life, and routines also make the life of a teacher easier. And not just that, but it also save valuable classroom time. Why? It's because instead of the teacher giving instructions to the learner in every day, no, the learners will be aware. So, what they are going to do at this point, at this time. So, the teacher will no longer need to give more time on monitoring the learners what to do. And it's because the learners already knew what they are going to do at this point. So routines can happen anytime. So it can be before the class discussion, before the class, or it can also be during the class, or it could also be after the class. So it depends to the teacher what kind of routines that he or she will going to impose to the learners. So routines does not only imply on face-to-face learning, but it also it can also be applied to remote learning. So in a remote learning, probably the teacher will show some videos to the learners what would be their possible routines, even though they are not in the classroom setup, but they will also have their routines while they are doing their modules at their home, So why is it important to establish classroom routines? So classroom routines are important. It's because it will help you run your daily activities, run smoothly, and it will also help you manage your time effectively. And aside from that, it will also help you to have to maintain order in the class, and also see more focus on teaching instead of giving instructions to the learners. So efficient routines make easier for the students to learn and achieve more. So that's how important classroom routines are. So for further more examples and explanations, let's proceed to the next reporter.
As a teacher, my own classroom routine in face-to-face are: in the morning, before the flag ceremony, all learners must go to their assigned cleaning area. When the bells ring, everyone must attend the flag ceremony. Before they enter in the classroom, they should form a line in the lobby and wear their foot mops. When everyone was already in the classroom, then the prayers began. Next will be the greetings, and after that, the class begins. In the afternoon, before learners go home, they will clean and go again to their assigned task. After cleaning, they will form a line, and the teacher will check their notes. If kinsa tong kompleto og notes mao'y unang makagawa sa room, then those incomplete will be remain, and they should finish their works before they can go.
So sa mga gwapa nako nga mga classmates, sa gwapo nako nga classmate, maingod to kaninyo. Sa pinaka gwapa nga maestra, Miss Quintero, Miss maingod to. So ani ako karon dinhi kay wala man ko dito. So for today's video, we will talk about establishing my own classroom procedures and classroom routines in a face-to-face or remote learning. So, as a teacher in remote learning, I will create my classroom routines that will make my classroom well organized and to discipline also my learners. And also those classroom routines will help me to manage my time also as a teacher. So, the first classroom routines will be the early birds. So, the teacher, me as a teacher will give rewards to those students who come early in the classroom. So the learners who come early in the classroom will write their name in the blackboard, and then in the end of the week, I will give them rewards. So any rewards that can motivate them to come early in the school. So the second classroom routine and procedure I will make is that by in terms of cleaning the classroom, I'll group my learners and then assign them on what areas they will work on that day, and then it should be clockwise. So by that, it will help me to not always dictate my learners on what areas they should clean on that day. Next is that in terms of returning the materials or any materials inside the classroom, it should be well arranged or properly arranged, and or else there is a consequence for that actions of my learners. Next is in terms of getting inside the classroom, I will tell my learners to form in line according to their height and go inside the classroom and arrange their chair. So also have to discipline my learners. Next is in terms of like starting the class like prayer. So I will assign the prayer in that day by alphabetically assign the learners. So by this, my learners will be aware that on that day they are the one who should lead the prayer. Checking of attendance. To have an organized checking of attendance, I will let my learners raise their hands and say present when their name is called. In remote learning area, I will implement the routines to have a spelling bee. So before I start my proper discussion, I will give spelling bee to my learners, and if the learners get the correct answer, I will give them 5 points for that correct answer. So by this, it will help the learners also to motivate to have the correct answer of the spelling, and it also help them to develop their vocabulary in terms of spelling. Next is in discussion. So in the discussion, so whoever the learners will get the correct answer during I will give them questions. I will give also 5 points to those learners who get the correct answer. And in the end of the discussion, the learners who can recap the discussion will also be given points in terms of passing their task or activities. It should have that they have to pass their work in the front. So the learners in the back should pass his or her paper in the front, and the people or the learners in the front will collect all the papers and then pass it to the teacher.
What is remote learning? It is a temporary move from face-to-face learning in a physical classroom to learning online. Remote learning uses e-learning tools to actuate distance learning for students who, for whatever reasons, can't be in the classroom. And here are some routines in remote or online learning.
You got me singing way oh way oh oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh oh. You got me singing way oh oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh. Maybe let's take a drive, take a drive. Way oh. Way oh. Way oh. You got me singing. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? I could be the best thing in your life. Maybe let's take a drive, take a drive. Way oh. Way oh. Way oh. Way oh.
Mga bata, palihog sa paglinya. Okay. Jadi bata musod sa atong classroom, palihog, pagsulod sa inyong
Putsa.
footsteps. Very good.
Okay.
Ano, sir?
Okay, so. Salihog, sud. Ano isa?
Dili pa ganti.
Dili pa mo, sud. Salihog.
Apir!
Hi. Okay. Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, Monday, classroom ko, classroom ko. Ako kay sa labi lang ko. So, sa gawas ko. Bye!
Okay, children, please start your prayer. Here, Ellen, please read the prayer. Okay, coming from the very good. Good morning, class.
Good morning, Sir Marine!
Okay, so please sit down and arrange your chair. Okay, mga batas, before tayo magsugod sa atong klase, kami,
Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate.
good morning, Ninyo Lynn.
I'm sorry I'm late. May I come in?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, classmate.
Once I call your name, say present, okay?
Okay, teacher. Teacher.
Ninyo Lynn,
Present, teacher.
Rosemary,
Present, teacher.
Ninyo Lynn.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Dr. Ras. So before we start, so let's have the word of the day. The word of the day is love. Love is, means feeling and sa Bisaya kay ugma. Okay, karon kung kinsay makahatag og example kung sa meaning sa love, tagaan ako James, equivalent to my friends. Happy? Yes. Okay, siya na. Okay, Rialin.
Para ako teacher ang bukmang kay walang babulgang mabupilit makabuang.
Oh.
Saan na babulgang? Kinabahan ako, teacher Ben.
Oh, galing. Okay. Rosemary.
Ako teacher ang love kay makita sa akong family.
Ah.
Makita ka dito kita.
Okay, Rialin. Anong saan ka?
Love is life.
Oh, love is life.
Yay! Ako! Walang love is life. Yay!
Ganahan mo manganta mga bata? Okay, so matuloy ako. Manganta tao. Shoulder, knees, and
Toes.
okay. So, start.
Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Very good mga bata. Last our topic for today is all about parts of the body. Parts of the body. So, familiar ba na?
Yes, teacher. Party sa Tulawas.
Oh, gana. For example, ini. Kung saan nalingahan sa party sa Tulawa?
Tama.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Sino ba teacher sa hand? Ganito. Papados.
Fingers. Ini, ang sa inahan ni.
Tugas.
Okay, para masabtan, hindi niya, ilimubin.
Okay na lang siya, teacher. Sige na. Ako na mo.
Okay, ini, kuhan, sa tawag ka ni. Very good. Hindi ko na. Sabta na mga bata?
Yes, teacher.
Yung pa sa sunod ko, papel para sa to, assignment. Ini niya, yung papel. Puntahan niya. Ikaw, papel tayo.
Okay, sir. Sino sa'yo, teacher?
Okay, ay suwat tayo, ang assignment kay Go
Patay.
the parts of the body and level it. Go the parts of the body
Wala,
and
teacher.
okay, so ipas na ugma. Kaya unang makapas,
Nakay points.
oh, 9, 10. Very good. Hello, mga bata. Goodbye, class.
Goodbye, and thank you, Sir Marine.
Okay.
Goodbye, classmate. Goodbye. Morning, and bye-bye.
Okay, later things. Okay, so sa paggawa sa classroom dapat maglinya. Okay, bullet line. Okay, according to your Slowly but surely.